Hi everyone, welcome to The Storyteller. China has thousands of years of history, deep, complex, and honestly, kind of overwhelming, so where do we even begin? Well, there's a great historian named Mr. Li Simian who tackled this exact problem back in 1934. He wrote a book called A General History of China, and it's become one of the best starting points for anyone wanting to truly understand Chinese history. This isn't some dry academic text. It was written in plain language for ordinary readers, though, to be fair, what counted as plain language in 1934 is still a bit tough for us today. That's why I'm here, to read it with you, explain what's going on, and bring these stories to life. In this series, we'll go through the book from beginning to end. Along the way, I'll add insights from archaeology, ancient texts, and real historical artifacts, all to help you see and feel Chinese history in a real, tangible way. So how exactly will we read this book? We're using the 1934 popular edition published by Fuxing High School. It's written in early modern Chinese, which means I'll break it down line by line so you always understand what's being said. I'll reference classics like the Book of Songs, Zuo Commentary, or records of the Grand Historian to explain deeper meanings. I'll bring in modern archaeological discoveries to connect what we're reading to real-world objects and places. And sometimes I'll even talk about food, daily life, or human nature, because history isn't just about emperors and wars. It's also about people like us. What can you expect from this series? A full walkthrough of a Chinese history classic, explanations of rare words, old idioms, and cultural references, the latest research from museums and excavation sites, and reflections on how the past still speaks to our present. But first, who was La Simian? Mr. La was born in late Qing dynasty in Changzhou, Jiangsu province, a true scholar from a traditional family. He grew up reading the Chinese classics, but also embraced modern education. That made him a rare bridge between the old world and the new. He worked as a university professor and even a principal. But most of all, he was a lifelong teacher and writer. When he wrote A General History of China, the country was in chaos, war, invasion, political collapse. But instead of giving in to despair, he chose to write. He wanted people to remember, no matter how dark the times get, we must not forget who we are and where we came from. He left behind dozens of important works and taught many students who went on to become leading historians themselves. Even his name, Simian, means to think and strive, which fits him perfectly. So today is our starting point. We've met the book, the author, and the purpose behind this journey. Starting next episode, we'll dive straight into the text and walk through thousands of years of Chinese history, step by step. Thanks for joining me on The Storyteller. I'm your guide, and I'll see you in the next episode.